guys, TJ here with another video. If you like these types of videos, please like, share, and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Also hit that bell icon so you can get notifications whenever I release new videos. So today's video is going to be an update video about my Instagram building endeavors. So a couple months ago, I'm going to say maybe 4 or 5 months ago, I purchased a program called Jarvee, and I will leave a link to it in the description section below. But I purchased this program because I wanted to build an influence online through some very niche specific Instagram sites. So normally, you see influencers and they have their personal page. A lot of times, they may be from their Instagram page or their Facebook page or something like that, some kind of social media platform. But very rarely do you see a niche specific site. You do see them, but you don't realize that those are actually influencers that have created those niche specific sites. So we're talking about, fashion, pets, sports, whatever. They may have a product and they may be using Instagram to promote that product. So basically what I've done is I created 4 distinct niche specific, or I'm sorry, three specific niche specific Instagram accounts, and I purchased this Jarvee program to manage all of those. So what I did was I set it up with certain parameters, and you can see that video up here at the top. I don't know exactly where it's going to be, but you can look at that video as to how I actually set this program up to work. So I start these accounts with 0 followers, and I've increased my influence through all of those accounts, and we're going to get an update right now. All right, so let's log into Instagram. So this is my page. It is called Pets Are Lit, PETS_ARE_LIT. If you want to follow that page, if you are into pets, you can follow that page. I will leave a link to it in the description section below. So as you can see right now, I have 772 posts. I have 13,100 followers, and I also have I'm following 3,209 people. And we'll go a little bit more in depth as to how I got to those parameters here in a minute. So if you look at my page right now, it's very simple. I created a logo. I've got a bit.ly link, which is actually my store page that we'll talk about here in a minute as well. So I've got all these posts. Some of them are videos, some of them are photos. But what I've done is I've created a community around pets, and it's gained a viral following. There's a lot of things that you can do with Instagram once you get past that 10K follower mark. One of the things that you can do is, so when you go to your stories, I'm going to show you. When you go to your stories, you can add to your stories. You can actually get the option to include a swipe up link. If I can show you how to do that. Let's I'm just gonna put something on there. So you can go right here to link, and you can go to add web link, and I can actually put a link into my call to action. So this is good for a couple of things. One of the good things that this is good for is because you can actually sell ad space on your Instagram page. So if you see those people that say, hey, I'm offering spots for $25, I'm offering spots for $10, you can actually be that person that offers spots on your Instagram page to other influencers or other pages that want to use your influence to broaden their product or whatever it is that they have that they want to do. So you can do ad placements on your Instagram page. That's just one thing that you can do. Let's go back into Instagram. So if you look at this, let's go to the insights. So the insights is going to tell you exactly like the numbers in terms of what the page is actually doing. So this page right here, I have 1,326 profile visits, 6 website clicks, 1 email. I reach about 3,800 accounts a week, and I have about 44,000 impressions. That's very important, especially if you are selling ad space, because people will look at this and say, hey, this person right here can actually reach the amount of people that I want to reach. So let's go to content. These are just some of my videos, 1,600, 1,500, 1,400, 1,400. These are all of the engagements that I get. So this is going to be views, This is going to be clicks, and this is also going to be like comments and different things like that. This just counts the engagement. You can change this, but I always put it on engagement in general because I want to see how the audience is engaging with my content. Also, you can also see which stories are doing better. So obviously your older stories are going to get better stats because they only stay on there for so long. As you can see right here, this one got 170 looks. And you can kind of go in depth and to look in, look at all this stuff. But so I average around 200 people actually view my story. So that's a good selling point if you are a person that wants to sell ad spots on Instagram. You can also look at your audience. I really don't look at the audience too much because sometimes these numbers are not as reliable as you want them to be. So that's really all I'd look at is the activity and the content. So for this page, for it to be 5 months old and have 13,000 followers is monumental for me because I hadn't had to do anything. The only thing I did was it was like a set it and forget it kind of thing, and it builds on its own. So the way that Jarvee works is it actually goes in and it likes, follows, comments or like comments. It's a bunch of different things that Jarvee does that people do to build their influence on Instagram, but you don't actually physically have to do it yourself. You have artificial intelligence that actually does it for you. So that's one of the big things that I want to say about this Jarvee program. I'm going to show you my other site. So I have Empowered by Opulence. This is my fashion site. So I had this site I don't know, maybe for 2 years or so, and it wasn't going anywhere. So I just decided to rebrand it as a fashion influencer site. And right now I have 5,300 followers. I'm following 2,769 people, and I have 743 posts. So this one is not doing as well as the pet site, but it is building, but it's just building at a very slower rate. I failed to mention that my pet site gets about 800 to 900 followers every 7 days. So think about that, 700 or 800 followers every 7 days. What could you do with that following for a product that you're trying to pitch, or for a social media site that you're trying to promote, or for a YouTube page that you're trying to promote? Think about 700 to 800 people every week that you can reach extra on top of what you already have. Think about that. All right, so this one's pretty much going to have the same amount of engagement. So it has about half, actually, 21,000 impressions. It reached 2,400 accounts, and it gets about 1,200 engagements per post. So it's about the same. So my last one is Ballers Alert. So this is more of a football, basketball, sports type of page. And I have very specific accounts and content that I get funneled into this Instagram account. So this one should be fairly close to the other ones. 1,600 interactions. It gets about 36,000 impressions, and it reached 3,100 accounts. And of course, this is over the last 7 days. So it gets about 1,400 per post engagement. So that's what you want. So last but not least, my personal account. Okay, so my personal account, I don't follow any accounts other than the ones that I want to personally follow. So on this account, I have 6,800 followers, and I'm following 253 people. But it does automatically post for me. So I have certain posts that I pull from on Jarvee, and like I said, that video that I did a couple months ago shows exactly how I set that up with the content to kind of pull from Jarvee. But let's look at the insights. So on this one, I get significantly less, which is 725 actions, and I'm reaching about I have 9,200 impressions, and I have about 1,000 reach. So that's the difference between doing like the follow like model versus just doing a like model. So on my TJ Lovelady page, my personal page, it just likes different pictures. It likes a lot of pictures. It likes comments and different things like that. And that brings people to my page. If they like my page, then they follow it. It's not really an incentive for them other than to see my posts. From my other page's perspective, it's really about them feeling like a page that has such an authority. So a page that has 13,000 followers is following my page while they're following it. But I will say this, the way that I have my Jarvis set up, I'm able to retain those people that interact with my page. So the people that comment, people that send messages, the people that like my photos, the people that share my photos, those are going to be the people that I continue to follow, and I build like this community aspect for it. People that don't engage, people that follow but don't engage, I'm going to unfollow them after a certain amount of time. I don't do it. Jarvis does it for me. So it's going to be it for the update video for that. I am planning on creating, I've already got a store, but I am planning on creating new products for that store, for my pets page, as well as creating a new store for my Empowered by Opulence page. A lot of people are really kind of gaining interest in the Empowered by Opulence page, so I'm going to create some more content and some more things for that page. People are actually wanting to work with me in terms of fashion. I'm getting a lot of interest from companies saying, hey, can you promote our stuff? And I'm like, sure, why not? So that's gonna be it for today, guys. If you like these types of videos, please like, share, and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Also hit the bell icon so you can get notifications whenever I release new videos. Thanks, guys.